Okay, so I'm using Ciro Marchetti's Kipper again, and I want to check into Putin's health. This is late March 2023. I thought he was dying, but he seems to be up and moving around in the videos I'm seeing with Xi Jinping. It's not a body double. He's with his buddy, but that's not a body double. I can tell. I can just tell. Okay, so what is going on with Putin? Right there. Okay, deception. Let's get these lined up first. Okay. I guess this would be his wife there. Here he is. Here's his foreign relationships, decisions about his future, I'm thinking. Okay, so it's interesting. I don't have the health card. Let's see, was it coming through maybe the other way from the other end? No. Anything here close by? Imprisonment. I don't think they're ever going to catch him. The health card is so far in. Yeah, so, but let's see. I mean, we do have painful ending and loss and possibly death coming in here. Right in the center of the reading, this poverty consciousness card, you know, the cause of greed is a belief in a deep-seated, rooted in the soul belief in lack. When, you know, if you stick together with positive people, there's tons of abundance. There's a benign circle of love that holds this whole universe together. And he's not a part of that. And it knights up here to the way he works from poverty consciousness. He has teamwork of other people who think that they need to amass great wealth in order to be somebody. And here we have it here with the fortune card. And then on another level, of course, we know that he makes money off of the backs of people who can't make ends meet, right here. Like this is in his core. This card's hanging right over him. And this connects to, you know, he's just such a huge part of the transnational money laundering syndicate. His wife is here. There's anxiety coming through with her. Yeah, that makes sense. So anyway, with the four corners, this is his immediate family and the way they deceive in order to make their money. And he has a lot of teamwork around him. You know, he has his close circle of intimate partners here that come and go from his home. But there's still this painful loss. The death card is hanging over him and knights to him. And then we have this distraction over here hanging over him and knighting to him. And this is also my card for energy vampires and people who have a loss coming in because they've been very irresponsible. People who are super, super negative. And maybe this is somebody that's waiting to steal from him, and because his wife is right here, maybe she doesn't really care about him, but she's, you know, maybe she's going to give him some drug at some point, right? because maybe she's had it with him. Can you imagine what he'd be like to live with? I mean, I can't even, ugh. But anyway, who's this guy hanging over her head? Who's this guy hanging over him? This, to me, I feel is the military. That is, all this is sneaking up behind her, right? So we don't really care that much about her, but just quickly, people come and go from the home to help support him, but this painful loss is coming in. And I think this is his old childhood wounding coming in. This is hanging over him. And, you know, towards the end of life, we should be working on those things, right? I doubt he will. But his reputation is also, his honor, his reputation, but also the way, one of the ways that he stays connected with other people, and this would be the military. What's that guy's name? Like Shoigu or something like that? Shoigu? I can't remember his first name. He still has the military working for him. This would be one of his daughters, I would think. And it knights to the mother, to the mom, you know. So this is what's going on around him. His wife, a daughter, military support. Like even when he goes, it's not going to be much better because these guys are going to step in and take over for him. What's his name? Kislyak and, oh God, what's that other guy? Lavrov it has stepped in. Anyway, so people are waiting to be rewarded, and they are deceiving him. He's not, yeah, they are lying to him, and he's sweating it. He's under tremendous stress that doesn't let up. And he might be trying to make decisions, but then again, this is our card for. I think this would be that ICC, you know, that has pressed charges against him for crimes against humanity. Humanitarian charges. I mean, I doubt they're ever going to get him, but that's what's going on here. You know, they're working on it. I mean, it's possible, based on the way these cards are connecting together, that his wife slips him something, or it helps him ease the pain and accidentally overdoses him, because this, besides this card being, you know, connected to all foreign relations, it's also our card for substances and drugs and alcohol. I mean, yeah, something poison that is yeah, that could just take him out. Something odorless, tasteless could go into a drink, and that's very possible. And I doubt anybody around him that would, you know, because they'd be stepping in behind him, I doubt they'd care. They're probably all afraid of him. I mean, nobody wants to get thrown out a window, right? Shoved off a balcony. This guy's a monster. And all of these cards are weighing down on him. The only thing he has to look forward to is some people that like him, but they're also afraid of him. They don't really like him. He just has some community of support, but they're afraid of him because he's a monster. He's just looking forward to making more money by taking as much risk as he can, but it's a painful loss for him. I think a lot of this has to do, especially this card here, all this tying together. I'm getting the clue here that the sanctions against Russia and he and his oligarchs are actually painful. So this is what he has to look forward to the rest of his life. all of this weighing down on him, all of this development, women in his life that are not happy. Everyone's afraid of him. And he's dependent on these women to take care of him. Wow. And the only thing he can look forward to is doing his best to keep money laundering and making money so that he can keep these women happy, the wife and the daughters. This would be my stand-in card for all his daughters. And maybe there's an ex-wife in there too. Yeah. So, but big changes coming up for her. I mean, and we still, even though I don't have the bad health card, we have the coffin card. Right? I mean, again, this card is, it can be a funeral. It can be, you know, goodbye kind of a thing. This could be job change here, but not for him, because he's just, you know, he's like Xi. They just put themselves in and they say, I'm here for good. But maybe these cards are speaking more to, because definitely the coffin card knighting to him is hanging over his head, but because all these cards are coming up behind his wife's back, this might be showing these cards. Well, you know, maybe someday this will make more sense, but I'm thinking long term, because she's over here in like the future section and all this is coming up behind her back. Maybe after he leaves, maybe after he dies, she has changes as to the way money is made, you know, coming in for her. It's not going to be good for her. Wow. So, okay, well, that's all I can give you for now. We'll just have to keep an eye on this. Okay, thanks you guys. Take good care as always. Bye.